That even will be reacted to. Hey, the title could care about the Wonderland, but by that, Leisure Suit Rant Fiend. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this. I'm off today. I'm off the drugs. I'm off the cocaine.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't have to. This is it.
Oh!
This is finally it.
Oh!
The last one. We are at the final Care Bears movie!
Yeah! Woo! Go!
Oh, it's been hard. It's been an enchanting watching these movies, but we're finally here. The very last one. Taste the rainbow! This is Care Bears in Wonderland!
Rise and shine, get it.
Like the video, comment down below. Just so I can help my sanity out when editing this video. Can you slide out for me? Thank you.
Cause you know you're gonna shine like the star you are, you are.
While these may not be the worst films I've ever seen, there's just
Yes,
an
they are.
annoyance that goes along with the Care Bears name. And this film is no exception. Not only do they insult the intelligence of the younger audience watching this, but now they insult the intelligence of the timeless Lewis Carroll books. That's 2 slaps in the face for one. How bad is it? Well, apparently it wasn't even good enough to get a DVD release. So that means that this...
Do you have a house made all out of wood?
And this...
Time for a game of disappearing bears.
deserves much better treatment than this.
Bring it on!
So we see this time, instead of a movie company making this film, we instead get a movie theater company. Because, obviously, nobody should keep this gift of cinema away from the movie-going public.
Rise and shine, get a glow, cause you know you're gonna shine.
And I guess they actually got Natalie Cole to sing the opening song this time.
Another day, rise and shine, get a glow, cause you know you're gonna shine.
Give her some credit, though. She puts more energy into it than Carole King, who sounds like she's singing it.
Carolot, it's a rainbow fantasy.
How the song was meant to be, though. So, I mean, it's this.
Carolot is a place we all can go for laughing.
It sounds accurate, but it shouldn't.
So
But
we
it
start
does.
off with Grumpy Bear waking up to a strange surprise. A white rabbit is stuck in his mirror.
Whoa, must be the side effects of the antidepressants.
Just one.
Who are you?
No time for questions.
So it turns out the rabbit is looking for Swiftheart. Why? Get this. Because they're related.
Uncle! What brings you all the way from Wonderland?
Yeah, that's right. The rabbit from Alice in Wonderland is related to the rabbit from Care Bears. No. What other family tree surprises do you think are out there? Do you think Slippy is related to Mr. Toad? Or Toto is related to Beethoven? Or Tom Thumb is related to Danny DeVito? The possibilities are just endless. But actually, that's not even the biggest surprise. Here's the real shocker for me.
What is it?
Does anyone know the whereabouts of my niece? One Swiftheart Rabbit by name.
Wait a minute, Swiftheart is a chick? I never knew that! Oh my god, I totally thought he was a dude this whole time! I mean, okay, I don't need all women to wear bows and dresses and stuff, but some kind of clue would be nice! I mean, you know, bigger eyelashes, or redder lips, or...
Yeah! Let's do it! I should have done that. Then I would watch the movie. No, I didn't even think before I said that. I just...
No, we're not opening that door again!
What brought me here? She did.
What is wrong with me?
Her. You and your friends must help me find this girl.
Oh, you mean Princess Peach? Yeah, there's no comparison. It's Princess Peach! And we find out later that she's been kidnapped by an evil monster in a magical land from a giant castle. Why is it Care Bears in Wonderland is closer to a Super Mario Brothers movie than the actual Super Mario Brothers movie? Okay, keep the review focused. We're hating this film. So it turns out they have to find this princess character, or else.
Or else what? Or else an evil wizard will take over all of Wonderland, and everyone there will be forced to obey him.
So, rather than do something crazy like, oh, I don't know, search Wonderland for her, the rabbit decides to get the Care Bears to roam the earth and try to find her.
Oh, what about breakfast?
Has anybody seen this girl? She's so young and small.
I just love the fact that the whole world has totally accepted the fact that just Care Bears exist now. For them, it's just an everyday occurrence.
We got to get together, got to use our minds. We got to find this girl in this not much.
Yeah, that's not in the actual movie, but it got me for a second.
Nobody questions the fact that these things are walking around. They even drop by a zoo. How confusing is that to see a bear out of a cage and a... I think they talk to the other bears there? Hey, keep strong, my brother. Fight the good fight. So while they don't find her, they do find a girl that looks very similar to her. Her name is Alice, big surprise, and she's sad because she doesn't feel special.
What's the use? They're such special people, and I'm just me. Oh,
He's underage, so I'm not saying no, and I'm keeping it PG. not saying nothing.
oh, Dinah. It doesn't matter what I do.
What?
I'm just not.
Oh, never mind, nope, never mind.
Curse this youthful face, expressive eyes, long flowing hair, perfect teeth, clear skin, and excellent speaking voice. I want to be special. You know, like Susie down the street with her head retainer, bad acne, and unexplained third eye. She's the girl we all want to be. But faster than you can say, who cares? The Care Bears arrive to explain their situation.
The resemblance is remarkable, but the rest, the clothes, the hair...
You look just like the princess.
Princess?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure she's special enough.
No, I think we were closer talking to that Susie chick with the 3 eyes.
Well, I couldn't go alone.
You don't have to, Alice.
We're ready.
And willing.
And able.
Actually, I sort of meant talking to my parents about going on this whole trip. Oh, yeah, you probably don't want to bring this up to them. What we're doing is most likely very, very illegal, seeing how you're a minor. The best way to look at this is just as a whimsical adventure, and that way we don't have to bring in the authorities. Well, couldn't I at least call my mom? Do it or I'll eat you. Okay. So they start going through the mirror when suddenly the evil wizard breaks it to pieces, meaning the team is split up. Rather than just, I don't know, going into a
That clip, that with the mirrors on the ground, this one
wizard breaks it to pieces, meaning the team
right here, that
is split
don't
up.
smile. That's not a place to smile. Anyway, that reminds me of 13 Wishes, Monster High film. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but
Rather than just, I don't
Well,
know,
I did.
going
It's a good
into
movie.
another mirror,
Free
they
on
decide
Amazon
to
Prime,
find
you
an
have that.
enchanted hole to
Anyway,
climb into.
back to
What
this
a
track.
coincidence! I also have an enchanted hole these schmucks can climb into.
How about looking for breakfast first?
that's something I should have said, bro.
Yeah, there's a running joke, by the way, that Grumpy constantly starves because he hasn't eaten all day. What's this building up to? Oh, you'll see when we get there. You might remember this from the much better Disney movie.
Oh, you mean with Johnny Depp?
No, the much better Disney movie. So the two groups venture through Wonderland. As you'd imagine, it's goofy, crazy,
My Little
and all
Pony
those
there.
other things you
Just saying.
expect. But then the evil wizard named Evil Wizard sends out his 2 henchmen who I can
Don't
only
have a
assume
name.
are called Tweedle Annoying and Tweedle Obnoxious. They're sent out to stop them from reaching the castle.
Who are you?
The palace told us to give the queen. The palace told us to give the queen a lift to you. No. What my brother means is
You may notice a lack of enjoyment emanating from these characters and instead replace with undiluted sodomy of the senses. Now, the reason behind this is God hates you and he shows it with Care Bears.
Huh.
Tweedle cheese quickly send out their giant red robots for them. That's right, giant
Team
robots.
Rocket's back!
Clearly fitting the Victorian-based novel that this hack film was loosely based on. But hey, if Tim Burton can throw in breakdancing, I guess Care Bears can throw in giant robots. But the Care Bears defeat the giant robots and eventually meet up with the other group. Just when they're trying to figure out what to do next, they hear a strange rapping sound.
The Cheshire Cat. Who else?
You know, I see that princess in a lonely room where the wizard's got her locked away.
Now he's one bad dude, he's in a nasty mood, and he wants to be the king someday.
You know, it's funny. This is the only character I find myself actually kind of liking in this whole film, but maybe.
First of all, your design is all over the place, and I like it. Second of all, I'm having trouble believing that this is an actual rap inside of this song or inside of this movie. I'm having a very hard time believing that. I shouldn't.
Maybe that's because the bar has been set so phenomenally low that even a rapping cat in Alice in Wonderland is on the ups.
A few of you get Alice to the palace, and the rest here's what to do.
How'd you like to see a rap-off between the rapping cat from Care Bears and the rapping dog from Titanic? Oh God, I said it!
Working all day, now it's time to unwind.
Now I can see the Mad Hatter trying to help. He wants to set
Dog will win.
that princess free. He got
I'll be busting the moves and I'll be busting the rhymes. We'll be busting up laughing cause it's party time.
Don't forget.
Dog would win.
Everybody's feeling fine cause it's party time.
No, no.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Stop! Stop! I never thought I'd say this, but put Care Bears back on! So the team splits up again. One goes to
Don't
get
do that
Alice to
either.
the castle, and the
Just
other
don't
goes
put
to
8
find
Mile
the
into all
princess.
this, man. They don't deserve it.
Oh, I'm so hungry, I'm starting to see things.
Still building up that joke. You won't believe how disappointing the payoff is.
Avast, me hearties! 'Tis a fair wind and clear sailing ahead.
So it turns out they come across a series of hats that makes them believe they're different people.
It must belong to the Mad Hatter. I'll bet he left it behind so we could follow him.
No.
That's what the Cheshire Cat meant by use our heads.
I suppose he could have told us that straightforward, but it wouldn't have been so forcefully hidden. So while they follow the hats, I guess, the other team goes over their battle plan.
Mr. Rabbit, I was wondering, what exactly does a princess do?
Well, mostly sell toys, piss off feminists, and make girls question their own sense of self-worth.
Yeah, about right, yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong!
You're not.
Then Tweedledip
I'm
and
telling you you're right.
drop by and
Wow.
throw her in their evil
In other
carriage.
words,
So
okay.
they stop her from getting to the castle as they take her to the castle. What? You just brought her to the place she was going anyway! I think your plan's a little backwards, Jafar!
I am the Wizard of Wonderland.
Well, why don't you leave Wonderland alone?
Wonderland needs me.
So of course he sings about how he wants to bring rules and order to a place where they don't seem to fly. Now, tell me listening to the song if this sounds a little bit familiar.
And I'm just the man for the job.
They stole it from something, but I don't know what it sounds like.
And you feel that you've had quite enough.
Yeah, I remember that. Wow.
Now, don't you ever wonder about Wonderland? How everything is upside down.
Remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900
Don't know
miles
that.
an hour.
I remember that from something else. I don't know what it
Close,
is.
aren't they? Needless to say, the sequence would be a lot better if there were some animated Terry Gilliam movies floating around.
The creatures are so crazy in their
Yeah, it would, yeah.
Wonderland. They don't know that it's turned around.
And I know I talked about this before in my top 11 scariest nostalgic moments, but I'm gonna bring it up again. Just before the evil wizard finishes his song, for a split second he makes one of the scariest faces, period.
Everything at my command.
Did you miss it? Let's play it again.
Everything at my command.
He said GD, so with GD we read. Y'all know the deal. They put that in a child movie? GD we read. Y'all know the deal. By now, hopefully. Oh, man, that thing is... Movie might not be so bad after all. Hey. We're going to read Romans chapter 8, New King James? I don't read this Bible much. Even though I do read this Bible for every single GD we read. But that's beside the point. Yep, I think that's the New King James. New King James Version. Yep, so Romans chapter 8, New King James Version. Let's go. Free from indwelling sin is the name of the section. I can't see. It's dark. There is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus, who do not walk according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ, for the law of the Spirit of life in Jesus Christ has made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God did by sending His own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh. On account of sin, He condemned sin in the flesh. I'm sorry about my reading. I don't know I'm a little hungry, and that probably is the reason why I'm struggling with reading. I apologize. This face is creepy, but we'll continue. Verse 5. For those who live according to the flesh set their minds on the things of the flesh, but those who live according to the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. Reading got good all of a sudden? I think so. I'm a bolt. I need help. Verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject of the law to the law of God, nor indeed can be. So then, those who are of the flesh cannot please God. But you are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if indeed the Spirit of God dwells in you. Now, if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, he is not his. And if Christ is in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit is life because of righteousness. But if the Spirit of Him who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, He who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to your mortal bodies through His Spirit who dwells in you. Okay, let's go ahead and continue.
Let it haunt your nightmares for weeks! Oh, don't think it's that bad? Don't think it's that creepy? Let's try replacing it with that scary face from the Don't Be Afraid of the Dark trailer.
Do you think for a single moment that a silly, frightened, plain little girl like you could fool anyone into believing that you are a real princess?
No! He's torturing me with observations about my plainness! So, in a rather bizarre move, he leads her into the room where the queen is, and everybody believes that she's the princess. Well, why did you do that, dumb? You had her right there. You could have killed her or locked her up or something. Instead, you just sped up their plan. You know, instead of evil wizard, I think they should have called you friggin' dumb ox.
Tomorrow she shall become Queen of Wonderland.
What about your parents back home, though?
Like the queen in the original book, who was nasty and hate-filled, this queen is nice and jolly, and clearly has no idea how to govern because these are some weird rules they have to abide by.
The wizard has hidden my daughter somewhere to make certain she'll miss the coronation tomorrow. I'll have no choice but to pass my crown on to him.
Well, why don't you just stay queen then?
I'd have him cast out of Wonderland this instant, but I have no proof.
And if you needed proof in Wonderland, did you hear the song? Everything's topsy-turvy and upside down. What's with all the laws?
With you standing in place of the princess, the wizard cannot be crowned King of Wonderland.
And yeah, that's another thing. Have you noticed what the princess's name is? Princess. Have you noticed what the queen's name is? Queen! How can you swear in people in this world of rules and laws when you don't even know what their names are? So they dress her up and teach her how to be all princessy so she can fool the crowd.
How difficult can drinking tea and playing croquet be?
Apparently not as hard as finding a good editor.
Hang on, little lady.
You're doing great, Alice. Thanks to my friendly flamingo.
I just happen to be the best in the business.
Rise and shine, get a glow, 'cause you know you're gonna shine like the star you are.
So by following the hats, the group makes it to a
Kinda
cave
Kate's
where
though,
they
not
find the
gonna lie.
Mad Hatter, who apparently was smart enough to lead people to the princess's location, but not actually smart enough to save her himself. You know, the lack of logic of the character's lack of logic really lacks of logic.
Yeah.
What? You like hats? I'm mad about hats.
Well, I've heard of worse reasons for a song.
Now, a hat is a wonderful thing, you see. Everyone's got its own personality. You just slip it on, and instantly you can be anybody that you want to be. You like it?
Yeah. Isn't there a princess we were supposed to save?
No.
Crowning ceremony
No, there's not.
that could happen at any moment.
There's not.
Sort of a time is of the essence thing
No.
here, you know. Is there a hat to shut you up?
You like hats?
No.
I'm mad about hats.
So they find the princess is being held in the living room of the Jabberwocky. Strange, but stupid. Where they get her out and escape the giant beast.
Hungry, bro, huh?
Let's get out of here.
But what about the Jabberwocky? He's got a thorn in his paw. The poor creature. That explains why he's so miserable.
Makes me totally forget the fact that he held me hostage and is dooming a nation. So of course they pull the thorn out, and the Jabberwocky is suddenly a good guy.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome, Mr. Jabberwocky.
Call me Stan. It's much easier to say.
Okay, Stan. Yeah, the Jabberwocky that we just met in the third act is named Stan. And yet, there's still 3 major characters with no names. Where are your priorities, movie? Do you just want us to forget we watched you?
Yeah.
So we start
I
flying
want
them to the
to get-
castle, where Alice is now being commanded to do the princess test.
What's the princess test?
It's a test that only a true princess can pass.
Well, you take a dozen mattresses, take one teeny tiny little pea, and then run a DNA test. See if it matches the queen. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
So I guess the Book of Wonder calls for her to climb a mountain, bring a cup of water down from the well to make the sleeping flowers bloom. You know, this doesn't seem especially princessy. I mean, where in the book does it say she has to climb a freaking mountain in a ball gown? Is this really?
Did we read? Wow. Here in one video. That has not happened since another Apple Sleep experiment, I don't believe. Anyways. Book of Isaiah. I haven't heard of this one in a long time. Isaiah chapter 1, New King James Version. Okay, the vision of Isaiah the son of Amoz, which he saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem in the days of Uzziah, Jotham, Azariah, and Hezekiah, king of Judah. The wickedness of Judah. All hear, all heavens, and give ear, all earth, for the Lord has spoken. I have nourished and brought up children, and they have rebelled against me. The ox knows its owner, and the donkey its master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people do not consider. Alas, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a brood of evildoers, children who are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked to anger the Holy One of Israel. They have turned away backward. Why should you be stricken again? You will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faints, from the sole of the foot even to the head. There is no soundness in it, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores. They have not been closed or bound up or soothed with ointment. The country is desolate. Your country is desolate. Your cities are burned with fire. Strangers devour your land in your presence, and it is desolate as overthrown by strangers. For the daughter of Zion is left as a booth in a vineyard, as a hut of as a hut in a garden of cucumbers, as a besieged city. Unless the Lord of hosts has left us a very small remnant, we would have become like Sodom, and we would have been made like Gomorrah. Hear the word of the Lord, you rulers of Sodom. Give ear to the law of our God, your people of Gomorrah. To what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices to me, says the Lord? I have had enough of burnt offerings of rams and the fat of fed cattle. I do not delight in the blood of bulls or of lambs of goats. When you come to appear before me, who has acquired this from your hand to trample my courts? Excuse me. Bring no more futile sacrifices. Incense is an abomination to me. The new moons, the Sabbaths, and the calling of assemblies. I cannot endure iniquity and the sacred meeting. Your new moons and your appointed feasts. My soul hates. They are a trouble to me. I am weary to bearing them. When you spread out your hands, I will hide my eyes from you. Even though you make many prayers, I will not hear. Your hands are full of blood. Wash yourselves, make yourselves clean. Put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do good. Seek justice. Rebuke the oppressor. Defend the fatherless. Plead for the widow. Come now and let us reason together, says the Lord. Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they are red like crimson, they shall be as wool. You are willing to, if you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. But if you refuse and rebel, you shall be devoured by the sword, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken.
Like training a Navy SEAL by having a tea party? Oh, hey, look, it's Darkheart!
Be brave, little Alice. Believe in yourself, because here's the most important part. While others all remember to use their heads, you just remember to use your heart. That's right. Remember to use your heart.
Yeah, that was okay, but it's no pig power in the house!
You just remember to use your heart. That's right. Remember to use your heart. I said remember to use your heart. That's right. You remember.
Yeah, do you think you could give me a lift up or something? I mean, the rap is nice, but I have to climb this mountain in heels, for God's sake. Nothing? Nada? Okay, I'm just gonna act like you have a point in this movie.
So she gets the water from the well and somehow climbs down without spilling it, but then comes across a unicorn, which she can't help but give the water to. And wouldn't you know it, that was part of the test. What a shock. But it's not over yet. She still has to make the flowers bloom. Now how the is she gonna do that?
I'll let him say it.
Well, I guess deep down inside, maybe she was really special enough to find the heart and courage to rule over a kingdom, discovering that she's much stronger than she ever thought possible.
You're wrong.
Oh, my bad. I'll say it then. This movie is stupid. There we go.
I'm the fake.
Or they just switch places. That works too.
Double, double.
What? Movie's still stupid though, I'm not gonna lie. But
Double your enjoyment. So the jig is up and the wizard is sent to jail, allowing Alice to finally return home. That must be a pretty entertaining story to tell the folks.
Dad, I just got back from Wonderland where an evil wizard tried to take over, but some magic bears helped me out to save a princess and make the flowers bloom.
Take your meds!
Hey, where's Grumpy going?
I got a pretty good idea.
Oh yeah, would you like to know what this running gag with Grumpy being hungry all the time finally amounts to? Oh, you're gonna be so happy!
Grumpy. Now hold your tushy tags, it's time I spoke. Can't remember when I ate last. I've been starving since we started and that's no joke. Man, I was fading fast.
Really? You're giving us a rap. A grumpy rap. This is what the whole movie has been building that joke up to.
GDB Reed, third time. Oh, man. First one ain't that bad. But the third one, I'm ready to end the video. Whew. Okay. Oh, Psalms. Okay. Psalms 121, 2. I know how to read. Psalms 122. I was looking at it and I still said 21 for some reason. Psalms 122, New King James Version. I was glad when they said to me, "Let us go into the house of the Lord. Our feet have been standing within your gates, O Jerusalem. Jerusalem is built as a city that is compact together, where the tribes go up, the tribes of the Lord, to the testimony of Israel, to give thanks to the name of the Lord. The thrones are set there for judgment, the thrones of the house of David. Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they prosper. May they prosper who love you. Peace be within your walls, prosperity within your palaces, for the sake of my brethren and companions. I will now say, peace be within you, because of the house of your Lord our God. I will seek your good. Psalms 122. Okay. We probably will get it again. But, if y'all don't know why I do that, it's because I cannot stand the word GD. But if I read the Bible after I hear it, I feel better. That's the reason, okay? If y'all want to know how I really feel when I hear it, just go to a video before I had this system, GD We Read. Go to another Apple Sleep Experiment. Watch I think my last video on that one. Yeah. I said some things that I had to do a whole video just to apologize about. Yeah.
That's really dumb.
Well, I'm filling up my
So are
belly
you, I'm
with
sorry.
ice cream and jelly and topping it with pickled beets.
Pickled beets?
Uh-huh. Topping it with pickled beets. Oh, yeah.
But hey, on the bright side, at least we don't have to hear a rap from the Cheshire Cat.
Yo, Grumpy Bear, I gotta hand it to you. Yeah, Alice and the Princess and the Queen of Hearts and did right by my man Stan. You put the wizard in his place, now everything's safe. Everything in Wonderland.
You'll meet the Coopers and Troopers, the princess and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers to the bridge.
I can't wait to eat, with the Care Bear family. That's right.
Pickled beets?
Oh, and that joke worked so well the first time you just had to repeat it, huh? Well, repeat this. That's my socks! They all do.
This
But
video
this one in
sucked. I'm
particular
sorry.
is just so
I bit my lip. I
forgettable.
deserve
The
that.
story is fluff, the characters are fluff. The only thing that's kinda neat is when you see something creatively weird in Wonderland, but even then that's very rare and it's usually
That
played
face
very
was cool,
safe
though.
and conservative. So there's not much to look at. While the second one was probably worse, I have to admit, that one at least had Doc Hot, who is much more memorable than anything else in this flick. Except for that. All
I
I
like
gotta
that
say is
face.
I'm glad I'm done with these movies. They're far too cutesy and bland for my taste. I'm a nostalgia critic, and I don't care.
Did someone say care?
Excuse me one moment.
Yeah. Woo! Let's go! Finally!
Who's that coming from somewhere up?
Anyways, I'm gonna get off here with you guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. By the way, next video tomorrow, we're doing another gameplay on Fighter the Phrase Security Breach. Nope. I messed it up. I messed it up. Fighter the Freddy's help on it, huh? Where help on it, huh? I got a VR headset, yeah. I know they have a non-VR version. I'm aware of that. But Secret of the Mimic. Ha! I'm not stupid. You're stupid. Shut up. Because apparently there's something we can do with the computer, and then that's open a door, probably do a boss fight against the Mimic. You know, I've seen pieces of the game. Yeah, it's a, you know, we're gonna be doing that tomorrow. So stay tuned. Maybe tomorrow. I might be going to my dad's house tomorrow. I don't know, but tomorrow probably we'll be doing it. Saturday, Sunday, no videos. Go to my dad's house. But that's the plan at least. If y'all see a video Saturday and Sunday, y'all know I didn't go to my dad's house. But anyways. Hope you guys did enjoy. Subscribe, like, comment, because you'll see all the next one. And as always, I kind of messed up, but we're going to pretend like I didn't. As always, peace out.